Hello and welcome to Puerto Rico Headline News for the weekend ending on August 2nd, 2020. Looks like we made it through another chaotic week here in Puerto Rico. I'll cover some of the damages that were left behind by Tropical Storm Isaias and the latest forecast in the Caribbean. And we'll also check out the latest executive order given by the governor and see whether there were any major changes. So let's get started.
Top stories from around the island. To the point. Without the fluff. Puerto Rico Headline News. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification.
Governor Wanda Vázquez, along with government representatives and the medical and economic task forces, announced details about the new executive order that will regulate certain operations in Puerto Rico starting today, August 1st, 2020. The percentage of tests that have resulted in confirmed cases has remained between 6.4% and 6.8% in the last few weeks since imposing stricter restrictions. At the same time, hospitalizations have fluctuated and remained around 500 during the last 5 days. The last executive order was set to expire on Saturday, July 31st, 2020. The following are the main provisions of the new Executive Order 2020-060, which will remain in effect until August 15th, 2020. 1. The curfew will remain the same and starts from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. All businesses will remain closed on Sundays except pharmacies, supermarkets, gas stations, restaurants, and now hardware stores. Restaurants on Sundays will serve their customers by drive-through or delivery since the dining rooms will be closed. During the rest of the week, restaurant dining rooms will be open to only 50% of the max capacity. 2. The prohibition on the sale of alcohol remains in force and starts at 7 p.m. on Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday, any sale of alcohol is prohibited. Public loitering in front of businesses is prohibited. 3. The holding of electoral events is allowed and guaranteed. 4. The crowding of people in waiting rooms is prohibited, and the use of community areas like pools and condominiums, closed communities, and hotels will not be allowed. 5. All elective surgery will be limited to medical standards that the governor did not specify. 6. The school semester will begin virtually in the public and private education system, if possible, on September 17th. Employers must report any suspected or confirmed cases among their employees to the Department of Health. Beaches and other bodies of water, like rivers and lakes, will not be open for bathing or socializing. The use of chairs and coolers will not be allowed either. Beaches and all other bodies of water will be closed on Sundays. 10. Short-term rentals not registered with the tourism company may not operate, and their owners are subject to penalties. The managers must prohibit the entry of people or visitors not registered as guests. 11. Competitive sports activities continue to be banned, and nightclubs, movie theaters, concert halls, casinos, bars, and activity halls continue to be closed. 12. Visits by family and friends to senior centers and prisons are prohibited. 13. Every citizen is subject to being stopped by the police if they are not complying with the executive order, like not wearing a mask. In review, this latest executive order is pretty much the same as the previous one it replaces. The one major noticeable change is that hardware stores will be allowed to remain open on Sundays. In other news, Puerto Rico was hit hard by Tropical Storm Isaias this week. The municipality of Mayagüez was one of the hardest hit by the storm. Videos were recorded of the heavy rains and cars with passengers that were caught in the flooding caused by the tropical storm. Some 394,000 subscribers of the Puerto Rico Electric Power Authority, PREPA, and 150,000 of the Aqueduct and Sewer Authority, AAA, were initially affected and did not have basic services. During a press conference held at the headquarters of the Emergency Management and Disaster Administration Bureau, or ENMID, the Secretary of State, Elmer Roman, explained that the regions most affected by the lack of electricity service were Ponce, Caguas, and Mayagüez. Meanwhile, the areas most affected by the rains and winds by the tropical storm were the south and southwest regions of the island. The Secretary of State explained that once service is restored, citizens must boil water for 3 minutes before drinking. Beyond the water and electricity problems, Roman gave a summary of incidents reported to the government. He explained that there are 62 people housed in 22 shelters. In addition, there are 10 other people in a municipal shelter in Santurce. The Commissioner for Emergency Management, Nino Correa, indicated that Guayanilla is where most of the evacuees are located. The National Guard helped save residents of the Rio Hondo neighborhood and other communities during the storm. Angel Figueroa Jaramillo, president of the Union of Workers in the Electricity and Irrigation Industry, or UTIER, said that the failures in the system were due to the fall of branches and trees was totally preventable because it is a matter of conducting maintenance on the power lines. It is unfortunate that you have an identified problem and you have not resolved it, said the union leader. Figueroa Jaramillo said that in 2000, the public corporation had 600 pruners, and today there are about only 200. The forecast for the next few days is a positive one, although there is some activity heading our way. It looks like we should be okay in the near future. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this content. By doing so, it will be much easier for others to find this channel and to benefit from having easy access to local Puerto Rico news in English. Thanks for your support. This is Puerto Rico Headline News.